In today's You Ask, I Answer, Brandon asks, how do I get executive buy-in for your content strategy? Okay, so there's two types of buy-in that you need to get for executive content strategy, the why and the what. The why is relatively straightforward. Executives, stakeholders, board members, pretty much anybody who's going to make an approving decision cares about four things. So it's understanding their motivations because they are your first audience. Their motivations are generally one of the following four: make money, save time, or prove value. If the content strategy you're presenting does not reinforce, does not sell one of these things, you're probably not going to get buy-in. Conversely, if you sell in multiple benefits, like this is going to make you money, and it's going to help you prove your value to the organization, you're probably going to get buy-in very, very quickly. So the more of those core motivations for your executive audience that you can sell in, the faster your content strategy will get executive buy-in, or any strategy for that matter. It's not just content strategy. Help somebody make money, help somebody save money, help somebody save time or reduce opportunity cost losses, and prove the value of that person within the organization. The second content sale you have to make, which is a much more difficult sale, is selling audience-centric content. Selling content that is going to benefit the audience and not necessarily the company. We at Brain Trust Insights, we say you just have to use a 5-1 rule. 5 pieces of content that are helpful to the audience for every 1 piece of content that's helpful to you, to your company. And the reason for that is that people need to understand the value that you're providing before they're willing to do business with you. So, in order to do that, you have to measure 2 things. You have to measure sharing, which is essentially free marketing. And you have to measure search value, which is how many people think your content is so valuable that they're willing to link to it from an outside source. And if you run the analytics, I was doing this yesterday for another client, on average, audience-centric content that is focused on the audience and their needs rather than your needs as the marketer, tends to perform not only better in terms of sharing and search value, but significantly better, substantially better. And that in turn drives traffic, which in turn should drive conversions on your website, any kind of action that someone could take that would be of value or use. So that's the second sale. It's a little bit of a harder sale for a lot of executives to help them understand you need to make content that the audience actually wants in order for you to then earn the right to sell to them. But that's how you get executive buy-in for your content strategy. You sell what the audience wants first, which is more results, and then you sell to what your customers want to that executive in order for them to buy in to the way that you want to market in the modern era. Now, what happens if you don't get executive buy-in? You could end up not doing the content strategy at all, which would actually not be the worst outcome. The worst outcome would be a highly marketing-centric or company-centric content strategy, which is all just buy now, buy now, buy now. That's actually going to create reputational damage. At best, people will ignore you. At worst, they will repeatedly savage you, and it will diminish your reputation outside of just the marketing sphere. It will diminish your reputation among your existing customer base. So as you embark on a new strategy, keep an eye on 2 things. Keep an eye on branded organic search, people searching for your company by name, because if you're doing a great job of providing value, more people should be searching for you by name. And keep a careful eye on both new users and returning users on your website, because new users indicates you're reaching new audiences, but returning users tells you whether your existing audience is satisfied by what you're publishing. And if the answer there is you're 100% new users, then there's something in your content strategy that is not helpful to the people who already like you. and that will help you tune your content strategy so that you can continue to make that sale to your executives and continue to make content that benefits your audience. Keep an eye on those metrics. Great question, Brandon. It's one that a lot of people need some good answers to. So, as always, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, the newsletter, all the things, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.